Yeah, digging it, digging it, digging it. Well, hello friends, Coach Bob with you today, and today, man, we are going to be talking about spiders and llamas and bald heads. And y'all know I know about bald heads because I got one of them, you know that. Yeah, I do. Oh my goodness, man, it's been a crazy week, y'all. In fact, if it looks kind of gray outside, it is, the clock says 6 on the dashboard. It's actually 7 o'clock. So it's 7 o'clock and the video will be out in the morning at 6 a.m. So in 11 hours, this video will be out. Normally, you know, I'm all cut and finished and everything's done. But this week has been, we'll just say it's been a bit of a challenge. We'll talk about all that during this. But real quick, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that mess. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on that nonsense. But it is important, you know, and also make sure you comment down below, even if you just go tickle tickle, you know, just whatever, because there's a couple of channels that I talk about, they talk about tickling the algorithm, tickle tickle. So tickle the algorithm for the old Coach Bob. We could use it. All right, so spiders, llamas, and bald heads. Well, the spider portion, you're looking at me on board my CanAm Spyder. In fact, you're probably saying, Coach, is that a new jacket? You don't need another jacket, Coach. You only got 80 of them. This is a new jacket, and if you'll notice, it is a CanAm branded jacket. Let me do this. It's a CanAm branded jacket. Really like the way this thing looks. I love the airflow. I was concerned about it being hot when I looked at the material, but the airflow is superlative on this jacket. I'm going to be doing a full review on this jacket here in the next week or so. Wednesday night videos are going to be, you know, you asked for it, you got it, and reviews and two-wheel stuff. And Saturday is always Can-Am related or touring related. You know, if I go on a big tour on the Tiger, I'll let you know. But by and large, Saturday mornings is pretty much Can-Am Spyder stuff, as you all know. So the spider part takes care of itself. You're going to start seeing a lot more Can-Am branded stuff on here. As you guys know, I am a Can-Am ambassador this year, and so I spoke with a fella that is our liaison. I'm going to share his name, John. I won't say his last name. I don't want to give anything up that he might not won't give up, you know. People bombarding with emails asking for stuff. But anyway, we worked out a deal on a few things, and so I've got some things to try out, different clothing, pieces of clothing, jerseys, t-shirts, this jacket, a helmet that I'll be unboxing soon. So a lot of things that you're going to find really interesting if you're in the Can-Am world, because we've talked about the Can-Am branding and how we need something of our own. Like Harley has their thing, Triumph has their thing, Ducati, man, they're really getting into the clothing line. They even have racing suits now. So the Can-Am thing is you're gonna be seeing a lot of Can-Am gear on here. I'm gonna be reviewing a lot of it, and I want you to know I'm not just gonna be a yes man. There are things that I'm gonna love about it, and there are gonna be things I don't like about it. And I'm going to be quite upfront and honest with you about those things, because I think it's important that you be informed. And also, I want BRP to say, you know what he said makes sense on that. I wish you wouldn't have said it, but it made sense. But as I grow, the channel grows, the company grows, all these things, we kind of grow together. And as a motorcycle guy, I can have motorcycle guys wear these jackets and stuff, put them on, and tell me what they think about them. How do you feel about it? What do you think about the comfort, the airflow, the protection, all of that stuff? So I'm going to be doing some real in-depth stuff on these things, and I'm not going to take it lightly. I'm going to take it seriously like I always do. So there's the spider portion of it, but it gets more and more interesting from here, so I just want you to stick around. Absolutely. The next thing is llamas. I know you're going, Coach Bob, what in the world are you talking about llamas? And then bald heads, what is all that about? Well, let's say it this way. If you know what someone else likes and you know what they want, I used to have this conversation with Coach Vic. I'm like, don't buy me a Christmas present that you want me to have. Buy the Christmas present for me that I want. So if you know I want a pair of boots, even though I got 80 pair of boots, then buy me my 81st pair of the pair that I want, and I will like it a lot more than the cashmere sweater that you might have paid the same thing or even more for. I'll like it more because it's what I actually wanted. So there is always that, right? I better turn this music down. I've been listening to a band called Royal Republic, man. They are so cool. If you hadn't never heard of them, be sure and check those guys out. You know, I know what you're saying, Coach, you got ADD. But yeah, Royal Republic, check them out. They've got some cool songs called Fireman and Dancer and Can't Stop the Disco or something like that. They got some cool stuff. So here recently, my daughter, you know, she's been going through some things, and the reason I'm making this video late, and many of you, by the way, I want to say, have called me this week and texted me this week, and I have not answered the phone. I have not returned calls. I've not returned emails. I've been in the thick of it, y'all. I'm just going to tell you the truth. But a week ago, things were going super duper 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 good, right? And Baba had her birthday. Now, when we threw a birthday party, it was the day before chemo treatment, right? Well, one thing that Allie loves is llamas. Yeah, she loves llamas. So I'm gonna drop a video right up here. May even just drop it over the top of me so you ain't even looking at my ugly mug. But I want to tell you that Coach Vic, she looked around to find where you can rent llamas. Yeah, that's what I said. Rent llamas. Who could rent a llama? Coach Vic, she did it, man. And I want to tell you, when they brought these two llamas up to the house and knocked on the door, I said, Allie, you got a visitor at the door. When she walked out there and saw those two llamas standing there, guys, she almost cried. I mean, she was like, wow. She just could not believe it. She has had stuffed llamas and t-shirts with llamas and pictures with llamas all her life. Throughout her childhood, she just always thought they were really cool animals. And so to have the opportunity to have them and to be able to have that llama right there in your yard for a little while, it was really, really cool. She was super excited. And Coach Vic, she found out what she wanted. So in the future, guys, if you when you ask somebody what they want, get them what they want. It really makes a difference, you know. So many times I try to project. I've tried this too. I've tried to project on my kids what I want them to be, and so I buy them something that I like, and it's not what they really wanted. You know, they wanted Vans tennis shoes, and I might have bought them Puma or something, you know. Get them what they want. You know, I'm not saying spoil them crazy and make them, you know, bad people. I'm just saying, you know, when it's a present, really listen. And I just want to commend Coach Vic for listening to Allie and taking care of things like she did, because it was really, really cool. So llamas, man. You know, llamas are now the metaphor for happiness. So if you're, you know, have a llama day. And then there's the drama llama, you know. You don't want to be the drama llama. You want to be the happy llama. So, you know, I hope you have a happy llama day, not a drama llama day. That's kind of like a song. Drama llama llama ding dong. Yeah. I'll let you guess what movie that's from. Shama Lama Ding Dong. You remember that song? Drop a comment down below of what movie that's from. It was a great movie. It was a classic. And the last thing, bald heads. Now this one, I saved this one for last because of what it is. It's just crazy, y'all. So Coach Vic, she's laying in Allie's lap. She's laying on the couch, got her head in Allie's lap, and Allie's running her fingers through Mom's hair. You know how daughters and moms do. And Allie's lost all of her hair and all that stuff. And so she goes, what do you want for your birthday there, Baba? And she goes, I want you to shave your head. So Vic goes, nope, ain't doing it. Well, a little while later, Baba goes, you know, I really want you to shave your head to stand with me, to support me. So Baba went home, you know, and to prepare for her birthday party, and Vic goes, what do you think I should do? I'm like, I'm not going to tell you to shave your head, because, you know, if you do that, girl, there ain't no going back. I'm going to tell you that. So we'll drop a video right here of what she did. Mom has a present for you. first off, Allie, you asked Mom for a present today. You asked her for it twice. What was it? To shave her head so she would be twins. So what is that you got in that box here, Coach? Oh no! Is she gonna do it? I'm gonna make fun of you every single day.
Do you love me? Yeah. Okay.
Taking her hat off and solidarity. We're gonna start out with a Ben Franklin. Oh yeah, she did it, man. She took that thing down to the nub, and I want to tell you, Coach Vic got a good looking head, man. She got the perfect shaped noggin. You always thought I had the excellent noggin, you know, but she really does. She got a nice shaped noggin. And Coach Vic, she doesn't like, you know, she don't like wet kisses. So my youngest daughter and me, we come up behind her, we lick her on top of the head and then blow on it so it's cold. Boy, does she hate that, which makes us like it even more. But she is standing in solidarity with our daughter. She really is. I'm going to share with you now what happened this week. That, you know, all of this stuff. So I'm not just talking about it because, well, you know, you did that stuff. That's all cool. How does that tie into anything in life other than, yeah, it's nice to be nice to your kids or give people support. Well, you never know when bad things are going to happen and what those people, when they're going through a hard time, what they have to fall back on. So last week, the day after her birthday party, she had her chemo treatment. She had an allergic reaction to her chemo drug again, and it was ugly. It was very ugly. She turned red as a lobster, couldn't breathe, went into shock. It was crazy, you know. So we had her upside down on a chair, IVs and oxygen. It was scary, scary, scary. Coach Vic came back there and she was like a poor thing. She just couldn't believe it, you know, how Allie had gone from feeling great to that just immediately. We got through that day and things seemed to be better. Then Wednesday of this week, Vicky took Baba out for lunch and they went and had lunch and everything was great. And then I got a call about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Hey, something bad, serious is going on with Baba and she needs you right now. So I get them on the phone and it's like, go to the emergency room. So we all meet at the emergency room, and so I grab Allie as we're getting out of the car and I go, hey, look, I need to ask you a question here, because she can get upset and sometimes work herself up into a frenzy. And I said, look, is this an emotional thing or is this a medical thing? Because you know when you go in here, you're going to be here a few days. And I said, I don't mind staying with you. Man, I'm good to stay with you the whole time. I don't care what I have to put on the back burner. But are you sure? And she goes, Dad, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm like, then you're in the right place. You are definitely in the right place. So we get her in there. I mean, it was crazy. They gave her some really heavy painkiller drugs. The typical ones you would imagine. I'm not going to go into all that, but her heart rate was extremely high and her blood pressure was extremely low. Ended up having a pulmonary embolism and things were off to the races. It was pretty ugly for a few days, and that was so Wednesday and Thursday, and then today's Friday. And then we got her home this afternoon, and right now she's back home with Coach Vic, going through her meds and organizing her meds to know how to take them for the next week or two. But keep her in your prayers if you would. But she's doing way better. But what was crazy is she just turned around on a dime. But when we were laying in the hospital, this was Wednesday night, late. So it had been a really bad day. She was coming out of the drug-induced mess that she was in, and we started talking, and she was like, Dad, I just want to tell you, you know, how happy I am. Yeah, I get a little emotional if I ain't careful. but how much she appreciated the birthday party, and that she never dreamed that someone would have llamas at her birthday party. And everywhere she goes, she brags on Mom's haircut. Be an encourager to those who need encouraging. I hope you're encouraged by this video, because these videos, I make them, as you know, the Coach Bob 3 channel is not just motorcycle, CanAm Spyder, Triumph, Tiger, the list goes on and on and on. It's not just that. I try to share a piece of my life. I try to share with you the things that will make your life better, more fulfilling. And I want you to know that I was pretty much beat down, you know, when I got home today. But I am grateful. I am very, very grateful that my daughter came home. And I'm grateful that my wife loves her enough to do the unexplainable, the ridiculous, the silly, whatever you want to call it. And she's willing to do whatever. She's just willing to do whatever. It was watching. You saw the video of me shaving Coach Vic's head. Watching all that, it was just, it was a riot, man. Everybody was like, no way. We had a ton of people at the house. They're like, no way, she ain't doing it. There ain't no way. And then Baba started to cut her hair, but she was scared she was going to hurt Mom. And so she handed me the shears, and I went to town. It was awesome. It was just an awesome day. So I want you to know, wherever you are, whatever you're going through, you are loved, you're cared about. I care about you. Coach Vic cares about you. Heck, Baba cares about you. And all the things that she's going through, she cares about you. And it's awesome. She went through it this week, y'all. I'll drop a couple of pictures right here of us in the hospital. She's been through it. It was a tough 3 days, but it was a sweet 3 days also. But I'm going to tell you, I really do appreciate all of y'all, the encouragement, the emails, the texts, the phone calls, the comments, all of that stuff. You have no idea what that stuff means to me, what it means to Coach Vic, what it means to Baba. When she does her chemotherapy treatments, I sit in the chair beside her and I respond to comments. So if you see me only responding like, you know, ever so often, normally when we're in the oncology office, I'm reading them to her. And we're just laughing and being encouraged. Sometimes we're even crying together about them. You know, some of you guys are going through hard times, and you know, she just appreciates y'all. She really appreciates everything you're going through, and how encouraging you can be to her and to her family. What a beautiful day. You know, it's gray and it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. That's okay. It's all right. On us all, a little rain must fall, and you guys know I call it liquid sunshine anyway. You got to pack your sunshine. If you're waiting on sunshine to cheer you up, you're gonna have to pack your own. Oh, I'm digging this jacket though. I'm digging it. It fits different than the other jackets. We'll talk about that later too. But it's an interesting jacket. I like it. I like it. So I'll let that much out. Does it have good points? Yes. Does it have bad points? Yes. Like I say with every jacket, they all are. It doesn't matter who makes it. Dainese, Alpinestars, CanAm, whoever. Climb, whoever. All right. Well, there you have it. Another one in the books, y'all. So do me a favor until next time. You, yes you, go out, buy the motorcycle of your dreams, eat right, take care of yourself, take care of that machine, y'all. And remember, if you're not having fun, you are definitely doing it wrong. Now you go seize the day, and I will see you on the road real soon.